and we can get started. Cool. How is everyone doing? Happy to see you. It's been a very long time since we've done the monthly updates. Quite a lot of things happened. So in between, the last one was in December, so not really monthly at that rate. But we had
Yes.
yeah. We had the January out of beta, so that was some sort of a big monthly update that lasted for 7.5 hours. So
Yeah.
and February we'll be talking a bit more on of that month in just a sec. And so this one is the March update, which arrived end of March, specifically because I had some eventful elements in my life, so I couldn't join for the monthly updates earlier this month. But we are now there. Hey, K-Pig, how are you doing? Nice seeing you. So, first of all, we'll start with the with one of the element that was kind of not extremely enjoyable during the month of February, where we had many performance issues that we wanted to talk about, specifically because we know it affected quite a lot of people, and we're very sorry for that. What happened has been a multi-factor element. So first of all, we had performance issues on our basically servers, specifically due to the improve of usage of Alicia, which in a sense is good, but in the other hand, it affected a lot of people. So we had to make a lot of changes in the code base to make sure that we could support more and more users. But during that time, basically, it created also some more bugs, which we ended up fixing. But it took some time to come to it all together with Nico. We managed to have the performance issues being solved, besides some bugs being added. And then we had another issue that arose at that point, where basically Twitch APIs were changing at the same time. So we had to do another rehaul of the full connection with Twitch. You might have seen that now, basically, when you are going live or when you are testing, there is a ping in the chat, like verifying that everything can be sent and which API you are actually using, if you are using the latest one or the legacy one. It is something that now is available directly on the dashboard to make sure that Alicia can actually talk. Because one of the problems with the previous API that we were using is that sometime, basically, this wasn't working properly, and so it ended up not being able to post messages in chat, even though you could still hear the TTS directly. So now all of that should be fixed, and we should be fully back to normal. But it took some time during the month of February to actually fix all of that, and we are very sorry for the disturbance of services during that time. We did our best to fix that as soon as we could, actually, and that basically created also some underlying bugs that we solved over the past weeks. So that was one of the updates that wasn't, I'd say, funny, but we wanted to be clear on this, that we were aware of it, and we did everything we could to actually try to get everything back on track and making sure that we are still able to offer a good performance for Alicia when it comes to interacting on the different streams. Sorry. Whew.
That was a long sentence.
Yeah. See, you always complain on my sentence when I'm writing, but I do the same thing when I'm talking. I just don't do any breaks.
Yes. Next, Pro Voices. Yeah, you should no longer have ads. Like for the rest of the stream, everyone should be okay.
Okay, sorry, forgot that.
So, Pro Voices. I think we did a lot of work on Pro Voices, of adding new settings, adding new voices, adding new feature on the page. I'll try to go through everything and not bore you to death with all of the new additions. First thing, I think we've added more than 10 voices to our voice roster. Some, I would say, normal voices, some community voices, some impersonation voices. So it's been quite intense on that end, and we've put a bit more highlight on some more voices that are French first or Spanish first or German first. All our voices, of course, are aiming to work for every languages, but sometimes they can take an accent that you may or may not want. Next thing we did, as we were adding more voices, is to make the page a bit easier to browse and to find the right voices for the character you're building. So we added filters so you can find the right voice you want more quickly. So if you're looking for a male or female voice, for example, or specifically native voice for your character. And the next thing is, once you found your favorite voices, you can now bookmark them as your favorite voices, and they will be displayed separately and be a lot more easier to find, so you can quickly switch from the ones you like the most. We've also added a new way, or let's see, new settings for Alicia to react to events. So we introduced a while back target audience. So Alicia, when she's using her TTS, would only speak to the streamer or the VIPs or the subs, and now she can also only work or say hi or thank you for followers or subs, and can disable that, and put that along with, she's only talking to the streamer, but then she's also thanking new subs. So yeah, I think it's a nice addition.
Cool.
And the last one is the audio cue. It's the I don't remember exactly how we call it. I think
it's an audio cue.
Intro audio cue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's which is basically a small sound that Alicia will, or some mouth sound that Alicia will make whenever she hears a name or one of her nicknames, and to let you know, hey, I've heard you. Now I will think and say what I have to say.
If I can most probably demonstrate that, so if you want to hear it, if it works. Alicia? Yeah, no, obviously I'm not on my channel. Give me a quick sec, that's how I'm just testing. Unmute this. Hey, Alicia, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
So you heard the That is basically the audio cue that you will hear when she knows that you're actually addressing her while streaming. So it helps to not have to watch exactly the screen. You just always know because there is this sound that is being played.
Cool. And that's it for the Pro Voices. I would say all that is related to the text-to-speech. Yes.
I think the next one is...
Now, next one is Vision. I think it's
one of the most waited.
That, yeah, everyone is waiting, expecting to hear about it. So I guess I can give like a quick recap of how Vision has been working the last few weeks. Then we have a little something to show you, and Yuba will tell you, well, what's kind of next for Vision, or what kind of trouble we've been facing with Vision. Everyone likes a little behind the scene stories. But yeah, long story short, we started giving very early access to Vision 5 to 10 people roughly 1 month ago. And the goal was to figure out the UI and how we want to show it on the dashboard, getting some first people to use it to see how it would work on our servers, and then see Vision in action to see how it makes Alicia better and makes her following your stream better and creating awesome moments better. So yeah, you're showing the dashboard now.
Yeah, I'm showing in the same time how you actually set up the Vision.
Exactly. So yeah, we tried to make it as simple as possible by using virtual camera from OBS or Streamlabs OBS, and so I would say on that end it's been not too bad in terms of making it work as a user, but that's where things got a bit more crispy as people started using it. and after a few hours of streaming, the
Yeah.
dashboard page would go blank. And so,
If you want, I'll take over on this one just after. But
yeah,
let's show the video. So we have
first,
yeah.
we so as I said, had a few streamers in action using Vision, and want to show you one clip that we found quite funny that shows what it can look like to have Alicia watching your stream.
So here you have Theatre Chris, who has been using Vision for a few weeks now, and so he sent us this clip where basically Alicia was commenting on his new haircut. Let's just say that.
Before stream, what did I do before stream?
That new haircut looks like you tried to recreate your explosions from earlier in the game.
And so
before stream, what did I do before stream?
So that's basically detecting what happened in the game and also being able to recognize the haircut and commenting on it. On personal experience, I've been trolled multiple times on my shirts and where it is way too visible in space. So yeah, we'll be sharing a bit more clip more publicly on the different channels, so you'll be able to see what we mean by that. And so coming down to performances, which is, we do the interesting bits and then we do the technical bits for people who likes it, technicalities.
Which are so interesting. Honestly.
It is. It explain a lot on why it is not released yet. What we've seen so far is very good results on what Alicia understands in games, how she interacts with people based on what's happening, a much better understanding of what's going on in the overall stream, because now she can see, so she's not lost anymore on if you're talking to someone else, or if there is like a whole different level of understanding of what's happening in the stream due to Vision coming in. It's a normal thing. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna mute that so we don't have the cue every time saying Alicia. And so on that front, we are very happy on how Alicia is working. So as soon as we get the video, everything is working well, and Alicia understands much better what's happening. The main thing is we wanted to simplify the way you can actually have Vision working for you, to just have the virtual cam and your dashboard or the app being able to connect to each other. But it turned out that virtual cams on OBS or Streamlabs OBS are adding a lot of instabilities. First of all, they are not connecting well between browsers and apps, so it can create many basically unexpected crashes on the apps, and that is due to driver connection between the browser base and the virtual cam. So that's one element, and the other one is it adds up a lot on processing for when you are actually live. So if you have the virtual cam and you have a computer which is a bit light in resources, the virtual cam is going to take a lot of resources and makes the stream might have some issue to stand all the different frames, and so we've seen that occurrence of issues happening a few times. So currently what we are doing is exploring new options on how we can actually feed the video to Alicia. So what we are currently exploring is a way to actually consume the stream directly without having a virtual cam, which is going to change a bit the UI as well, to make sure that it's gonna be a bit more lightweight on each and everyone's computer. And so, yeah, that's where we are currently, and that's why it hasn't been released yet to everyone. But if you are interested in trying the Vision, just join the Experimenter Club. Let us know you want to try the Vision, and we'll just add you there. But be aware that if you want to try it, it's better to have a good computer, because it's gonna be a bit more resource exhaustive on the on your end, and we're trying to find a solution to fix this in the end.
We have a question from clearly Caleb.
Yeah.
Hi Caleb first.
Hello Caleb. Sorry, I haven't met you
Does
before.
Vision change the way we build characters? Do we need to describe how they react to what they see? So I think baseline, you don't need to, So you can build your character the same way, in the same way you didn't build your character differently because she was hearing you, you know. But when it gets interesting is you can kind of skew her personality and backstory towards maybe being more visual and say she likes to comment on the streamer's outfit, for example, if you want her to be, or to criticize your outfit if you're doing a streamer, you want her to be criticizing you for her outfit or this kind of thing. It opens up options where you can do some stuff and play with your character and the vision. So yeah, it's up to you.
Yep.
You don't have to, but you can.
And I think there is an interesting comment that happened during the weekend from Wiston Eagle, who is basically a chess player and chess streamer, using the vision there. We've made some great during the weekend to help on that front, but I think adding some key elements in the backstory might help as well to make sure that she understands what's happening on screen or in the game, and that can bring better results in the end when the vision is activated.
Yeah. I think chess is a subject on its own because we know that the kind of technology we use for Alicia tends to be quite bad at chess.
I mean, it depends. It depends at which process we are on, but there is ways. But we are not a chess company neither, so we can't spend too much time on making sure that Alicia knows how to play chess. That's the main problem. But yeah. So Mintmine, you said, what about making it work with just a software? Can you expand a bit more on that question? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. If you mean like that the app, the Windows app is capturing the doing a screen sharing or something like this. I'm not sure to understand it well. You will test chess thoroughly. Okay. So I'm guessing we're going to have some comments about that.
I mean, that's cool. Nothing against that.
Yeah.
I can talk about the next point while maybe if Mintmine wants to elaborate.
Yep.
So we revealed it during the out of beta stream, but Alicia now has access to internet. We made some updates to it in the meantime because we had first usage and thorough usage from users, and so we've made her a bit smarter about the research she makes and what to do with those results. I think interesting story I can share on that, and that shows a bit of the how we're dancing on our feet when we're adding these kind of features to make sure Alicia works properly. One of our streamer is doing like broadcasting food related content, so he's playing food videos. His channel is food vids, so it makes very clear what he does. And so they have Alicia there as a retired chef, and they like to talk about recipes and asking her about recipes and this kind of things. And with internet release, when they were asking her recipes, they were like, hey, she was browsing the internet rather than using her usual wit of making recipes, and she would give stuff that like, oh yeah, check my blog. Right, which blog? So yeah, it was quite funny. It's something that's definitely things that are on our minds when we are making this kind of change of how can we balance the fact that, well, if she makes internet research, she should use them when she should make internet research, compared to, hey, she's a chef, so technically she might not need to go on the internet to look for a recipe. She knows she's a chef.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite interesting. A lot of fun. Well, when it works, a lot of fun. But it's the kind of thing that internet also brought in terms of fine tuning for us after the release.
Yeah. I think the other one, it's more like to give an update on what's coming next, what should be released at some points, because we talked about it as well during the of beta release. It's actually the multi-guest stream. So we are currently using it. Alicia can hear us both talking at the same time, and this is a much better way to actually do collaborative stream and having people coming in on stream. The thing is, currently we are still waiting to find the best way to integrate the UX around this, because it can get very confusing. So when you start thinking about who is the host, how do you have the guest coming in, how do you protect also to not have anyone being able to talk to you, Alicia, while you're not while you're streaming. You have the TTS parts to make sure that basically everyone is hearing Alicia at the right time. So there is many different aspects of this that we are currently still working through and trying to make sure that we have the best approach on that front. What we know is currently the kind of core of Alicia and how she's processing the multi-guests is working. And we are happy with that. There are still some tweaks to have and some elements to improve, but it is working. And in the future, so it's really about the interface and how do we make it fit properly within the current system that we have, to not confuse more than adding a cool feature. Basically, it's.
Yeah, we want to avoid making a go live page a nightmare to use.
and it is complex. We keep adding stuff, and so it's always like quite of a headache to find the best way to actually add them.
Cool. Do you want to talk about what's next?
Yeah, so we already talked about two of those, Vision and Multi-Guest. But there is another one which is basically a new platform that we've started to work on. So it is an interesting one, because we are working with some partners that we've been working with before to actually have Alicia being able to join TikTok live streams. So we are currently running some tests. We've made the first one running on Friday. A lot of learnings from there, and we still have tons of work. I won't give any dates on how this is coming in, but this is one of the big elements we are working in, and the next one obviously it's going to be on the Discord integration.
I think on TikTok we're doing it with a set amount of streamers that ask about it specifically, so it's something that will come later anyway. As you can get Alicia on Twitch now, it will come at a later time.
Yep.
But it's something we are working on, so it's I would say it's the same thing as Vision. It's the kind of thing we work on and not everyone can see, and so maybe some of the release notes recently might have felt a bit shorter, but it's because all these things are being thoroughly worked on in the background, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's one of those where those feature requires quite a lot of cycle of development to actually have released, and so it feels like the previous one were most probably a bit lighter than usual, but that's mainly because we keep working on those big features to or big improvements and then release them a bit later. I'm looking at the comment from Mintmine. So it is fixed now. I think we have. I'm not sure it has been released. Did we release the?
It's maybe not on the app yet.
Yeah, it's not on the app, but it should be on the browser. Hopefully, we should release the app by Wednesday. So let's just say that, and it will be on the app. What happened basically, to tell you again the technical side. So what happened is there is some protection about rate limiting on how many messages are being sent on this testing endpoints, and it wasn't basically dealt with properly on the front end. So on the front end, it just basically crashed the page and blocked you to be able to do more tests, etc. So now all of that is fixed and it's displaying the right message. So you shouldn't have this issue anymore in the future, basically.
Nice. We release some content
True.
in the form of blog posts, and mostly about integrations. With two pieces of content we're quite happy with. The first one is how to integrate Alicia and Spotify using. So if you're like Yuba and you're like controlling your lights with Lumia, we've made a guide explaining step by step how you can make Alicia aware of which song you're playing on Spotify using Lumia. It's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are interested in Alicia and Spotify, so very happy we released this one. And that's a perfect segue into the other one we did, which is how to use streamer bots to make Alicia redeem your channel point. Of course, now she's speaking a lot about what I just said because I said Alicia a lot and she hears me, of course.
She disabled that for her streams because we say her name
Yeah.
quite a lot of time. Yeah, and so, oops, sorry. Here we go. That's the one for the integration with streamer bots. One other thing to keep in mind: those are examples on how to integrate. But the thing is, if you start really looking into those two software, so StreamerBot and Lumia, and how to integrate with our API, it actually turns out to be much more powerful. I was looking at it specifically, for example, for Lumia. If you have a fourth wall store, you can actually have Alicia know when anyone is basically buying some merch from your store. If you look at StreamerBot, there is also integration for Spotify, and if I remember well, you have a bit more information compared to Lumia on that front. So yeah, I'd say explore the different blog posts and see if you have any idea. Usually, we're quite happy to also publish a new one which has a different use case. We will most probably do some updates on those, and yeah, you can keep. You let us know what you're building with it, and we'll try to write more content about it to help integrating with that. Talking about that, I'm not sure we can hear you, Nico. No, we can't hear you. So no, we can't. Well, I'll see you just after. So one of the thing you joined twice. Okay, now you're back. I'm not sure we can hear you.
You can?
Yeah, we can. Okay.
Right.
So one of the things that happened, I think, last week, we had two streamers, Broken Eco, and I think it's Gothic. Blah 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 blah.
Cowboy.
Gothic Cowboy. Yeah. They basically experimented with animes to have Alicia have a visual on stream, and so both of them ended up having the integration working. We'll be asking if they're happy to share some details, and so we can start having some blog post about that. But if you are interested in it, I'm sure you can just hop on the Discord, ask some question, and they will be sharing how they did it. I know Kpig has done that as well before. I don't know with which tool, so maybe VTube Studio. But we're looking at those software to have some content about how to integrate them properly.
Yeah, we have more content coming, whether it's streamer bots, whether it's, I would say, the whole VTubing / giving a face to Alicia. And so, yeah, the best way is to visit our blog post. You can follow, I think, be notified whenever there are new posts posted there. So, I would advise doing that. Also, we should probably post them more. I think we have a place on Discord where we post them whenever it's we have a content channel.
Yeah.
Where we post, where we don't post the blog posts.
We didn't. Okay.
It
will come back.
Where we will post the blog post, so it's easier to get all those information. So yeah.
And yeah, I think we reached the end for this one. Some more questions time. I know we answered question in the meantime, so I'm not sure you'll have more right now. But if you do, please, that's the time. We'll stay most probably 5 to 10 more minutes to answer those questions. So feel free to go there. And also, if you're interested in Vision, join the Experimenter Club on the Discord.
Yeah.
Ask us to
I
have
think
the
the
access to
easiest
Vision.
is join the Discord and on the general channel. Let us know you want in on the Vision, and we'll take care of the rest.
Yeah. So I'm showing. Oh, okay. I don't know if you have had that before, but when I use the Discord app, the invite link is just it doesn't work. Like when I click on copy, it just say this.
Are you in streamer mode, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, but still, I click on the copy button. So anyway, that's the that's a proper link to join, and so you can just ask us on general, and we'll enable the feature there. One of the thing we ask if you are on the experimental for the Vision is to please send us clips of cool things that happened. Better to use the Pro voice or using the Trill or even like a normal TTS voice, but it always add up on those kind of clips if she's able to talk.
Yeah. We want to make a nice release video where we'll credit all the channels that are clips in the release video. So it's also a way to get some visibility to your channel. So please send us clips and we'll promote you as well. And the same time we promote Alicia. So
yeah. Yeah, we'll most probably do like full release on all of our social media, so that's gonna be something interesting for the coming weeks. And I know someone is very aware of that in chat. Wink, wink, Caleb. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it, right? How many new AI voices did you have?
how many new voice? I can answer that question.
It depends how over how long time, because it's
Which time period?
if it's over the past 6 to 8 weeks, so in between the two updates event, we added
It's-
quite a lot.
I think it's 12.
12. Okay. Yeah. So here you go. And I believe so because I think Mint Mine is also asking for one specific voice that I dropped you earlier. So
Yeah.
a month. Yeah, about like 10. So yeah.
Yeah, since January we added 12. So...
Okay.
See? Wrong answers only.
Wrong
She's
answers.
doing the job.
Yeah. Cool. I think we are good for now. Is there any other elements you want to add, Nico?
No, it's been some crazy first months of the year.
Yeah.
I think maybe say a few words about TwitchCon because I think something people are asking us question about it a lot, and well, our answer hasn't changed since the start of the year. We really want to be there. Right now, we are working out the details to be able to go there.
Yep.
So we don't know yet, and you will be the first to know when we know.
Yeah, exactly. There is no hidden part on that. Like we don't know. As soon as we do, you'll know. That's the main thing. But last year was quite terrific to meet up with everyone and have some gathering together. Also some cool future collabs that happened between French and Canadian people, if I remember well. So it's it's definitely something we want to do again. It's just we're just trying to figure out how we can do it.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun meeting with the whole Alicia community and meeting new members of the Alicia community. I
Yeah.
think 402 Fails is a great example. That's,
Yeah.
Or Lord Lemurian. It's
Yeah.
great people we met there, and it was really a blast. And it's people we know will be there again, so we won't say, hey,
Yeah.
we know a lot of people that will be there. We really want to be there. So yeah, we'll let you know when we know.
Yep. Cool. Do you have a channel in mind? You knew that
Do I
question
have
was
a
coming.
channel in mind? Yes, I knew this question was coming.
Yeah.
I have
Fill you in.
I have one. I know who we're raiding.
Okay. Perfect. Are you setting it up?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. He's active and an active member of the community on Discord, so
Yeah.
let's go and say hi to him.
Perfect. Cool. So we'll let you there. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks a lot for joining the monthly updates. Please check out also our social media to follow and track the updates. Join the Discord if you're not already in. And for the monthly updates, we share that mainly on Discord. So yeah, I think maybe showing that somewhere else at some point. But yeah, that would be the place to go. Cool. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, thank you again for coming in. Cheers. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.